Hello guys, welcome back in my Let's Platinum Dragon Age Origins. We were going through the Arl of Denrim estate. We've killed Howie and I think we'll be able to rescue Quinn now. Let's see, we're going back to the main floor. Okay.
Over with.
Quinn is there.
My thanks.
Why are you dressed like that?
Because there are two sorts of people in this house. Those loyal to Hal, and those loyal to me. If Hal's people find me, I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed.
Okay. Nothing here? No. So where are we going now?
Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
I'm here to free Anora, who was held captive.
Don't be ridiculous. The Queen isn't being held prisoner here or anywhere else. Her father would never stand for such a thing.
She's right here, tell her, Anora.
What?
Sir Catherine! Praise the Maker you're here. This brigand tried to kidnap me.
Double-crossing bitch.
Unbelievable. Bring them down! Logain wants the Warden, dead or alive!
Time for more practice.
All right.
And I'm off.
Wow. Damn.
Yes.
Where now?
As you say.
Here I am.
Here I am. Going.
All right.
All right. Going. And I'm off.
Anyone got some blood to spare?
Your order.
Point me!
Jesus.
And I'm off.
Okay. It's getting better, but still, look how many.
I am ready.
I know you are.
Very well. Go! Get down!
ridiculous. Jesus, how many of them?
Eamon, I may have done a terrible thing.
What's this? She throws her savior to the wolves, and now she has second thoughts?
What in Andraste's name has happened? Are you all right?
The wardens have been captured.
I'm still waiting for a reason not to slit her throat and toss her in the river. I haven't heard it yet.
What? How could this happen?
Never mind that. The question is how to free her.
Surely you mean them, Your Highness. We need Alistair too.
Yes, of course, I meant Alistair too. Calthrian will take her to Fort Draken. Getting in will be no small feat.
Maybe I was supposed to not win this fight.
Oh, you're awake. I was starting to worry.
Where are we?
I'm not entirely sure. It's not the Royal Palace dungeon, I think. Too orderly. Fort Draken, perhaps. That doesn't really bode well for us.
Let's get out of here.
I hope you have a plan.
Whew. Now I'm all lightheaded.
If you're not bleeding, I don't care.
I was just lonely.
Well, I could keep you company.
Why don't you take that off so we can get started?
Maker, they put a lot of buckles on this thing.
Jump the guard.
Hey, watch it!
Let's
what do you
wipe
think
them
you're
out
doing?
quickly! Huh. And I'm off. All right. Don't think so.
Okay. Alright.
Success. It's done, naturally.
Items received.
Yes, I'm still here.
No, let me see the map. Main hall. It's here. Nothing.
Who in Andraste's name are you? Hey!
All right, going. Yes. And I'm off.
Yes,
sounds
I'm up. Going. All right. Yes. Now this should be fun.
Regular's armory. Check it out.
I should have been made a corporal by now. You never see them stuck polishing the rust off the armor.
Nothing in officer's armory? What the hell?
What's this? Ah! You must be the new recruits we were expecting. You're late. The rest of your patrol is in the storage room. Find them and get yourselves ready for inspection.
Moving on.
That's why I write it down every day. Keep it in my pocket. I got stuck on the second floor hallway for 3 hours last week. I swear those guards are both some.
Okay.
You had it a month, and already this armor doesn't fit. Lay up a mince pie.
What's the password?
Rosebud.
That's kind of fruity for a password, don't you think?
Blighted green recruits. Nobody gets through without it.
I could fight, but seems like a funny story. Maybe I just need to chat with those dudes. Prepare for inspection.
Did you need something?
I was told we should get ready for inspection.
Thank the Maker.
What are we going to do about him, though?
Is there some problem?
So the assistant quartermaster is a little miffed with us at present.
I told you we should have put those potatoes in the cellar straight away.
Some things went amiss. Mistakes were made. The quartermaster got chewed out by Tern Logain, and then he chewed out the assistant.
And now to get back at us for landing him in trouble, the assistant quartermaster won't give us our blades. And you can't pass inspection without a regulation sword.
Can't you get the officers to sort this out?
It's probably better that the officers know as little about this as possible.
I told you those potatoes were going to go off.
But he doesn't have any beef with you. Maybe you could talk to him.
Fine, I'll handle him.
He's down the hall in the armory.
Maker, help us.
Okay.
What's this? You two blighted fools make a new friend?
I've got orders to get them ready for inspection.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but they're never gonna pass inspection. You better go to the Colonel and ask for a posting into a new patrol.
But if they go on patrol, they may get hurt, even killed.
It's true, we could be eaten by Darkspawn, or cut down fighting insurgents.
Wait, what?
You got a point there. Regulation swords, right? Take these, just mind you take care of them. That's good steel.
Alright.
Maker, I can't believe we're actually going to go on patrol. We could fight bandits or Darkspawn.
What, you mean you didn't join the army to mine the storeroom? I'm shocked.
So, you think you're ready to go on your first patrol mission, do you?
Yes, sir.
That's what I like to hear. You there!
Yes, sir.
Stand up straight. You're a soldier in the King's army, and the King's own men don't slouch. And you!
Yes, sir.
Stop fidgeting. You can fidget on your own time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Kiss arse.
You there, Blondie.
Yes, sir.
What's the one thing a soldier can't do without?
What do I tell him?
A sword.
A weapon, sir.
Oh, you really are as dumb as you look. You runts aren't good enough for patrol yet. You two are assigned to scrub the kennel floors. Maybe it'll knock some sense into you. Dismissed!
Okay. Hmm.
Are you deaf?
What the hell is that? Don't tell me he has a regulation sword or whatever. Yes. Jesus.
We were so close. So close. We were so close.
Did you need something?
How are you doing?
We've been ordered to get this room cleaned up.
So the Colonel can eat off the floor if he wants to. Cursed potatoes.
Back to work.
So what the hell am I supposed to do? I think I'm gonna start attacking people. Okay.
Well, don't keep the Colonel waiting. Go!
Go where?
We were so close. So close to being real soldiers instead of uniformed errand boys.
Blessed Andraste, if I have to hear my mother one more time, you shouldn't have gone into trade like your brother.
I thought I told you to scrub the kennel floor. Get to it!
Scrub the kennel floor. Yeah, but how to scrub it? There's nothing I can click here to scrub, so what the hell? Alright, doesn't matter about that.
What's the password?
Open sesame.
Oh, that's just being silly.
Blighted green recruits. Nobody gets through without it.
What's the password?
Password 1.
Did you forget, or are you just daft?
Blighted.
What's the password?
I forgot the password.
Blighted green recruits.
What's the password? That's...
Before I attack, I want momentum.
What's the password?
Prisoner on the loose! Let's wipe them out quickly! Yes, all right. And I'm off. Going. All right, and I'm off. Yes, going. Time for more practice.
What in the name of Andraste's sanctified girdle is going on here? Hey, we've got a prisoner loose.
And I'm off. All right, yes, and I'm off. All right, going.
Okay, map. Chapel. Captain's office.
Lady Andraste, bride of... Make us, save us! We're under attack!
Going. All right, and I'm off. Going. And I'm off. All right. Yes. And I'm off. Yes.
Oh, Liliana.
Are you alright? You know, I'm almost disappointed we didn't get to try our plan. Oh well. Success.
Why did she bring Morrigan? Hmm. Okay. There's nothing here.
And done.
That's it. Wow, not the safe. It's gonna be a big fight. Fourth dragon. Earl of Redcliffe. Okay. Alistar. Where's the Rohan or whatever dude? That's what I want to know.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. After your rather alarming lack of subtlety, I feared the worst for you. I prayed for your safe return.
That's so sweet. It almost makes me want to kill you less.
Well, what did you expect me to do? You announced me to my father's most trusted lackey. Did the purpose of my disguise entirely escape you? I barely managed to slip away from her when we reached the palace. I am hoping that, despite our unfortunate beginning, we can still work together. Will you hear me out?
All I want is information on how to defeat Loghain.
You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Hal and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Hal's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
It sounds more like you need us.
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough. And decent. But even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin? I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
Why do you think she's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
But aren't we planning to dispose her?
Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Alistar doesn't know the first thing about being king.
No, I don't, which I've told both of you on many occasions. If Honora's turned against Loghain, I say let her keep the crown. It looks better on her anyway.
You're both wrong. With a few months of experience, Alistair will make a fine king. He knows how to lead troops to defend his land. He knows how to stand and fight for justice. He knows how to show compassion to those less fortunate, and how to trust to the Maker's guidance to know right from wrong. And he knows who to turn to for aid, should that training fail him. He will be fine.
Maybe Alistar should marry Honora.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm going to stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen. unless they both agree to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility.
Why is it so important to put Marik's son on the throne?
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers.
Let's talk about something else.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
What do you think he's doing in the Alienage?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
I've got work to do.
Of course. If I might make a suggestion, go speak with Anora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Okay.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Could you tell me about the vault again?
It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Nord Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries, for the defense of Denerim.
Did you know Duncan very well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only way he ever let himself down.
What are your plans now?
When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike.
You going alone? Shouldn't I go with you?
If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander.
I was hoping I could learn a bit more about Grey Wardens.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
Why has it been so long since last Blight?
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between Blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them. And it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations.
How were the Wardens founded?
It was near 1200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Ander soldiers. Apparently they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, although none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
Have you ever been to the fortress in West Hopt?
Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass. and very foreign. The wardens there, they fight darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there and the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Enders look to the wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
How many wardens are there?
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is.
I guess that's all for now.
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Okay. That's my room.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I realize that my actions at Howe's estate may not have painted me in the best light. For that, I apologize and hope that we can start again. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Why not simply marry Alistar, the best of both worlds?
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Cailan, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Cailan as well. But it is true that Alistair has Therin blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I think I could convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
Why would he agree to these terms?
Do you foresee me agreeing to place an untried, unwilling man on the throne otherwise? One whose largest decisions to date have consisted of which shoe to put on first? If it will settle matters more quickly, I am willing to agree to this. But only if it will benefit Ferelden.
I will speak to him then.
Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
I think you would be great, King Alistar.
Really? Whatever will give you that idea?
You have a king's heart and a strong sense of justice.
Well, it's nice that you think so. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
I think you should marry Anora.
Marry her? As in marriage, as in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head? That's crazy.
She can rule while you lead. It's perfect.
I suppose. I don't know how much of a leader I am, but at least I know she's a good ruler. Go ahead, then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Now, excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
Alrighty. We will have king in our ranks.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
He's agreed to your terms.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it, then? I agree to marry Alistair, to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
Marry Alistar and you have my support.
Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Do you need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
Alrighty. Alright, this was a nice episode. We're gonna save here. Boom. And we're gonna move with the main quest further. We're gonna visit the other locations for the Traveler Trophy, and now we're getting close to the end, guys. To the end of the main quest. We'll still have a lot of to do with platinuming this game and doing the 100%. So there's still more episodes, but we're getting close to the end of the main story of Origins. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.